Well, good day, my friends. It's your old pal Jordan the Lion and your old pal Katie. Hope you're all doing well. We're coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada today, and maybe doing the most Las Vegas thing you can do, checking out the old historic neon boneyard, the Neon Museum. Daze with Jordan the Lion and Katie begins now. Have you ever been here before?
I have not been here before, but I've heard of it, and it is amazing already just at the front side, so can't imagine what's behind these gates.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I've been here years ago, but they're being cool. They're gonna let us do a vlog here, which they normally don't do. It's just, we can't be in front of the camera for the vlog. So once we enter the actual museum and see all the signs, it'll all just be looking at signs. So over here to the right, next to the street, you can see that slipper neon. But right over here is the visitor center, and it has its own history. Look at that, the Concha. This is Paul Williams, the architect of the building we're in, which is this building. And this was the lobby of La Concha Motel, which is why that La Concha sign is above there. Very cool building. As we start, we have a beautiful star to Elvis Presley and a donation from the fan club. Look at that. I think that's probably from the Aladdin, which I think Wayne Newton was a co-owner of the Aladdin at one time. Katie, look at all these cool signs.
The colors are so beautiful.
That's the thing I love about seeing like the old movies with the neon signs, just how lit up and how eye-catching everything used to be. Now this place is open until 11 p.m. so you can do it at night, but it's guided tours later on and they wouldn't allow filming or anything then. There you have the signs from the Riviera, the Tropicana. That is awesome. Both signs you would have seen in like Viva Las Vegas. Right here when you come in to start, they tell you a little bit of the history of why this place is here. They call it, it's affectionately known as the Neon Sign Graveyard or Neon Sign Museum. It's just a way of capturing and saving, preserving the history of this town. Look at that big Las Vegas sign up there. Isn't that great? So inventive. A true eye catcher, maybe one of the biggest signs in the whole place, the old Hard Rock Cafe. Big neon. And look at all these, this big duck. And then of course La Concha, that's the motel that was here where we're at, where we're standing. And look at that sign, how great is that? You've got the woman's face over here. And the seahorses in the center, I love it. And then look at that, look at UFO scene over here. So it says La Concha means the shell in Spanish. It was opened in 1961, and then when they closed it and demolished everything in 2003, they kept that main building, which is what we came in, and moved it, which became the visitor center here. Now check this out, you have a sign for the Silver Slipper, but then in the background, if you notice, those are the lettering for Caesar's Palace. And there's one of the Caesar's Palace, Caesar's logos right there. And look at that one, that one's cool. What do you think of that one, Katie? Would you eat a steak at the Flame?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome, I love these. American Express, wherever it's accepted. And then what's that one back here? The Barbary Coast. That's what that sign is in the very back. There's one of the big bees. You see that sign in just about every old Vegas movie. Especially, I keep referencing Viva Las Vegas because I've been watching it recently. You definitely see it in there. Over here's the Sahara. Wow, that That is awesome. And the camels underneath. There's an old picture of it. It says it had a Moroccan theme with camel statues outside. Branded itself the jewel of the desert. They say on the sign that the Beatles stayed at the Sahara in 1964 when they came to play the convention center. That one's probably my favorite. The Stardust, I love the Stardust. And actually it's right down here by the Liberace Museum neon. Look at that. Oh man. Freaking Stardust. The original Riviera sign above it. Then over here is the Liberace Museum. That's gotta feel a little extra special now, doesn't it, Katie? Seeing the Liberace Museum sign.
Oh, that's so great.
See, they have a plaque right there. It says Liberace Museum, opened in 1979 at 1775 East Tropicana Avenue to house the legendary pianist collection of costumes, cars, and personal effects. This exterior wall-mounted sign is a pink neon sign replica of his candelabra embedded signature. The Liberace Museum closed in 2010. I did actually get lucky enough to go to the Liberace Museum while it was still here. Quite a cool experience. Then look at this one down here. Home of the Lido De Paris. Look at the woman holding on to the clock over here. That's a great sign. I've actually never heard of that sign, or I mean that place. Lido De Paris. There's a great silver slipper sign behind it though. Back here, I think that's from the Shamrock. There's the Jerry's sign with a gold nugget on top. It says Jerry's Nugget cabinet rotated atop the vertical lower of letters spelling Nugget, advertising the popular North Las Vegas Locals Casino. Circa 1970s, the sign incorporated skeleton neon, incandescent bulbs, and hand lettering for lively day and night viewing. Check her out. Looks like she should be popping out of a bottle or something like a genie. Look at the monstrous skull. Wow. Wow. That's incredible. I don't recall that being here last time I was there. Or last year. Las Vegas Club. God, these are beautiful, aren't they?
And look, there's helicopters. Imagine them looking down on this.
Yeah, no kidding. The helicopters must be loving this right now. This skull. Here from the other side, they said it's made of fiberglass, so it's extremely, extremely fragile. Ann Meyer's Queen of Hearts Hotel. That's a great sign also. I love that. Look how worn out that sign is. The Midtowner. Wow. That's what the Vegas Sun will eventually do to these. That's why I see people sometimes complain, why couldn't they keep the original signs from the 60s? Well, that's why. Because that Vegas Sun is brutal. House of Lords Steakhouse. The Green Shack. Part of the old Green Shack sign. Then I love this. Some of the signs, even if they don't have them arranged or spelled out to anything, or maybe they don't even work anymore, they still give them a little bit of a piece of history by letting them live here. And Broken Sign. I think they do a really great job here. The Red Barn. Where's he going in such a jiff? He's got to deliver milk to the people at the casino. Lots of drinks over here. Oh, look at this guy over here playing pool. Looks like John Lennon. The slanted Clam Tavern. What do you think that means? Look, Katie, 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 Katie. Oh my God. Holy cow. That couldn't be the real one. It would have to be. Why else would they have it? Hey, Chuck. Looking for a good time. And then over here we have the sign for the El Portal Theater.
Love that drink. That's so cool.
Yeah, those are great. Howdy. Mom Bellamy Wedding Chapel. Telling you, this pool player kind of looks like John Lennon to me. No, am I wrong on that? And here we have the Blackjack Motel laying on its side. It's actually laying like this, the way we're seeing it. But we'll share it with you guys the way that it would be seen with the blackjack cards up there. Just completely fried out. And then you have the Jackpot Motel. Oh, with the wedding chapel, I didn't realize there was a chapel part up here. I didn't even see that's part of the sign. So it starts up there, the church part, and then goes all the way down through there. See you later, John Lennon. I may be the only one that thinks that it's you, but I think it's you. Ernie's. And then we have some cool signs over here. The Chief Hotel Court. And the Tam O'Shanter one back there.
Down here. Tam O'Shanter.
Here's part of a motel sign. That we only have the MOT. This is a great one though. Desert Rose. Kind of hoping we'd see something from the Desert Inn. I love these old motel signs, those are great. Oh wow. So since I kind of coordinated with this museum to come here, and I was hoping to show a little bit of it at night and everything, and with the having to do a night tour and not being able to film it. They actually said they're gonna give me their footage of some of the night shots and I can share it with you. What's this? Sassy Sallys? And they've got a Binion sign right in there, Benny Binion. That's what I'd love to see. I'd love to see a Horseshoe sign. Maybe we'll get lucky and see one from the Horseshoe.
Oh, that's Lady Luck right there.
There's the Lady Luck sign right over there. This City Center Motel sign, that's kind of cool. You've got like the city in the background. Oh, that sign says Fitzgerald. I was wondering what that said. Wow, and that's the Moulin Rouge. Look at that. Dang. So since I've been watching Viva Las Vegas a couple of times on this trip, seeing the Golden Nugget and the Benny's Horseshoe sign is extra special for me. Because when the Grand Prix is starting and ending, it actually is down there on Fremont Street where these were. And Binion's is now just known as Binion's, but back then it was primarily known as the Horseshoe. So to get to see the Horseshoe sign was kind of special for me today. Here's that Moulin Rouge sign. Wow. Here's the Showboat sign. The actual Showboat wheel is over at my friend's house. They actually own it. Isn't that crazy? The El Cortez sign. That's probably the Golden Nugget sign that they pass in Viva Las Vegas. Because the Golden Nugget sign that's outside the Golden Nugget now is not how it looked back in the 60s. There's a big Golden Nugget, I assume. Or it was at one point. Here's the beginning of our Moulin Rouge sign. It says it was opened in 1955. It's the first major integrated casino in a still segregated city. And it helped end segregation in Las Vegas, it says. There you can see what it would have looked like originally when it was first displayed. And this is also part of the Golden Nugget. Signage, the 1905. I had never seen that before. But they actually have a photo of this in its heyday. This place is amazing, absolutely amazing. So we were wondering about that Beetlejuice sign back there, and there's definitely a Tim Burton correlation. We heard somebody that works here telling one of the guests that this Lost City and this were both Tim Burton inspired, and he used to actually spend a lot of time in Vegas with his family. And so if you actually look at it, you can tell where he took the classic look of Las Vegas and then turned it into, he did a Tim Burton job on it. That's why when we looked at this earlier, I said, what an interesting take on this sign, because I'd never quite seen anything quite like that. And then he also did this one that we were taking in. So if you look over here, you see the face and you can see like the little toy tank shooting everything. But I overheard them saying that down here there's a little boy in a swimming pool, and that was supposed to be Tim Burton. He used to look up at all those signs while he was swimming and stuff, and he would look up at the seahorse signs in Vegas, and that's what inspired things like Mars Attack, which is right up here. This place is amazing. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is just absolutely like such a cool idea. And the fact that you can see it even in the day or nighttime with the lights turned on, everything, it's kind of a cool way of coming back and taking the museum in different ways. Very cool experience. All right, Katie, what did you think?
It was so cool. All of those signs are in such beautiful shape and they're all so different.
What did you think? What was your favorite one? There were so many cool ones. I don't even think I could pick one.
I think like Lady Luck was a really cool one, the Golden Nugget. Those are ones, I mean, you've seen those in TV shows and in movies, so to actually see those signs out there is just kind of a cool little thing.
I love seeing that Beetlejuice sign. I thought that was kind of like out of the ordinary. The Stardust sign really knocked me away. The Moulin Rouge sign I thought was really cool. They really had some great ones, but I was blown away by that big skull that is in there. And you know, like you said, wonder what it must be like to fly overhead and see it. And then the lady that worked there said if you look on Google Maps, you can actually see that skull on there. So hope you guys enjoyed this experience. Thank you to the Neon Museum for having us as guests, and thank you all for watching. When you come to Las Vegas, do not miss this place, and we will see you in the future, because I can't tell you why, but we will be back to do something with the Neon Museum in the future. Have a great night, and Katie, do you want to say anything else?
And goodbye.
Goodbye.